One of the biggest problems men have in a custody battle and how they completely screw themselves is taking the path of least resistance. And this actually comes from our Rising Man community call. It's Monday, May 20th, 2024. And one of the things that got brought up is that men are taking this path that is easy. And at first, this doesn't make any sense. In our nature as men, we're taught to fight, we're taught to confront, we're taught to stand up for ourselves, we're taught to protect our family, we're taught to do all these different things. And this is something that every single man, when he enters into this custody battle, he's ready to do. But in that, he's also going to blame himself, he's going to feel guilty, he's going to take the high road and walk away if he needs to, but then fight back in other ways. He's going to be confrontational at arguably the wrong times. See, the reason why it's the path of least resistance is because those things as a man are easy for us to do, even though they're hard, I get it. But what's harder and what's more complicated and confusing and where men give up is how do we learn the courts? How do we understand that just talking to your soon-to-be ex or talking to your partner, talking to the person that you're in conflict with is a bad idea. You should run it by somebody. Understanding how laws and evidence get categorized and how to organize them properly, how to present yourself properly in court, how to work by the court's rules and not by your rules. These are all points that are very difficult and you're almost bound to make mistakes. In each and every single one of those mistakes, you're going to give up, or at least probably you will. Most likely you will. The way men run into tragedy and divorce and custody is because they give up in these moments. Meaning they show up to court, they present something that would make sense in an argument to you or I, but they didn't learn how to file it properly. They didn't address the court in the right way. They came in unprepared. Maybe their ex starts an argument with them in the courtroom and the judge orders it to stop and then reacts to make an immediate decision. I'm going to tell you this right now. Every single courtroom tragedy that I've seen and experienced myself started because there was unpreparedness. Don't get me wrong, there's corruption, there's bias, there's all sorts of that. But if those things are true, why put yourself at a disadvantage? What you got to do is get with a group where there are guys helping you through this that are in real time, that you can be on calls with like we did on Monday, like we do on Wednesday, like we do on Thursday, like we do on Friday, like we do on Saturday, Sunday, and so on. We're always working with men in every court system in the United States, Canada, Australia, England as well, although it does get a little bit different. And we're there so that you can keep yourself in check, learn the laws, get the right advice, and not just get in a point or a situation where you're unprepared, lose custody of your kids because you didn't do something right, and then go through all the tortures and depression that follow that. Unfortunately, the path of least resistance is reliant on many of the things that kept us alive as men and made us great as men. But in our court system, those things are diminished and you need to learn the new way to do it. Thanks for watching. The link's in the bio. If you're interested, if you're going through this, fight hard, stay strong, stay alive, guys, because you have to stay a dad.